did too.
I should have wrote that down in my calendar, but I didn't see it. Not his fault. Apparently, it's my fault.
I mean, it can always be Nick's fault.
Yeah, I can.
You know
He's
he
not
can call
here.
it.
That's fine.
Nick probably did something wrong. Come on.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with, my God, it's happened so many. It's like the Bart reaction, where it's like, Bart! Like, no, I'm Lisa. Oh, God, I'm so used to yelling flicks. Lisa!
Nick!
Well, I hope he's having fun on his road trip. Where's
hope
he
so.
road tripping? Where's he going?
Man fucking bailed on D&D too many times in a month. I hope he's not having fun. I hope he's having an okay time.
I hope he's having a medium. I hope he has to pee in the
Yeah,
car,
I hope he's,
and the
like,
rest of
having,
us
like-
too far away.
I hope he's having, like, occasionally fun moments, but otherwise it's like a tedious trip and he has to pull over and pee a lot. I hope it's that. I hope he's the guy who has to be like, I just peed an hour ago, but I drank a big Coke and now I don't want to be that guy, but I do have to pee again.
Or the guy who has like one beer and is like, wait, guys, I have to pee three times.
And everyone like kind of hates him because it's supposed to be a road trip, not a fucking stop at a bathroom trip.
You're like, no, let me just pull on the side of the road and let me get my dick out.
But you know, Nick be like, guys, I'm sorry to do this, but I do have to pee again.
Oh God, poor Nick. I hope he's tuning in the car, like playing it on Spotify. Maybe getting a hearty chuckle out of it.
That.
Like I would never. And then he'd get like really annoyed at the choice of beer we portrayed him having. He's like, I've never drank an IPA.
Nick, I just wanted you to know, if you're listening, I'm not mad you took the road trip. I'm still mad you bailed to play another video game. Because I stuck through it for Honkai Star Rail, you motherfucker.
My God, fucking Honkai Star Rail.
I'm sorry, it's only like the most popular game in the world right now. Just saying, for a reason.
Oh. No, that's Zelda. Just let it be Zelda.
I mean, Zelda's the most popular like dick and ball simulator.
Wait, what?
Have you not seen? Hold on. Okay, real quick.
I have seen a lot of the like, I'm gonna make a giant man. He's got big old flaming dick and big balls. I'm like, ooh, look at that like cool contraption. You could fly on it. Wow, a hoverboard. You like go through the TikToks, like, wow, that is a giant dick.
Okay, Christina, just look, and you have to have the sound on, and you only need to watch for like the first like 10 seconds. Although the whole video is great.
I'm clicking. I'm opening. Is it in? Okay.
Don't open it on stream.
That is fair.
Although it is just rated T for teen.
I mean, this is clearly out of the. I don't understand. It's gushing water.
Yeah.
It has to be.
You see when it hits the little lake, it's actually like gushes on lake.
Look, he just brought modern fucking, plumbing and irrigation to this lovely little town. I don't understand what's the problem.
Something
And
is
this is
getting
the story of
plumbed.
how I was exiled from Terrytown. It was amazing. And then the music.
I mean, that's a perfectly fine water park. It's very well lubricated. I don't understand.
Wow, I guess there were just certain things that I had misconstrued for a long time as being inherently sexual, but they're just mimicking a water park. Huh.
All right. Let's get the show on the road.
I appreciate that, like, both when I shared this in the channel with Trevor and Drew, and now Trevor just goes like completely quiet. It's like, I will not comment on this. This is disgusting.
I'll get nothing productive to add because it wasn't anything productive to begin with.
But it's art. It's art. You think AI can make that? No.
You put it in the wrong channel. I was actually about to comment that, Rob.
You
put it in
think
the wrong
AI can
channel.
make this? It's art.
Do
Oh,
you think I can make this? Oh my God. This is so all right. Okay, what are we writing the next season of what's that parody TV show game development?
Mythic Quest?
Yeah, Mythic Quest. Oh.
Yeah, it seems like the developers of Zelda just watched that and were like, oh, I guess this is what we should do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, let their minds roam free.
The TTD, the time to dick.
Yeah.
You.
What?
What's the TTD? I'm gonna need the TTD on this feature.
Like immediately. You're like, hey, look what I can do. Like, oh, all right, that's a new record, boys.
That's not even the first penis I've seen from the new Zelda game today. Although, to be fair, I've seen that particular penis like at least every single day since it debuted. So
it's true. I've seen ones that apparently are used as optional plumbing systems, that are used as flamethrowers. Fantastic, honestly. It's truly a new era of creation.
The one firing all the little green explodey balls.
I have not seen that one. You have to share.
I'm
there is a small list of people I would allow for that image to slide into my DMs, and this immediate group is definitely in that small circle.
The thing is like, if they're gonna do this, I want the dramatic music and like the slow zoom in, because I think that's really what made that last one for me. Like, I see the text and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be something to do with like cum, and then it's just the fucking music and the zoom, and I'm like, oh my god, this is perfect.
Yeah, like the volume of various erectile phallus contraptions in Zelda right now is like, there's just so many. You have to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, I have to be discerning now in which dick and balls and cum fucking videos from Legend of Zelda I watch now. That's the problem I face in 2023.
You have to really make room for that in your brain space.
Yep. I don't want to just watch any old dick and balls and cum video.
Although, speaking of... Jesus
You're too
Christ.
jaded already. You've seen it all.
Yeah.
Please, I need to finish Octopath Traveler 2 so I can experience the TTD for myself.
Jesus Christ, you've been playing that game for like 13 years.
I'm 70 hours in, and I am just enjoying every moment of it.
Well, then I guess you're just gonna have to wait on your dicks.
70 hours in, and I've only completed one of the fucking Traveler's storylines.
You're gonna need to put your giant mechanical dicks on layaway.
This is my honkai. This is my Star Rail.
Yeah,
this
I
is
have
the
the hard
weed
to
game
say,
I am
when you
in.
were like, when you were talking junk about all the characters look the same, like they just released like Hot Lightning Daddy like 2 weeks ago, and so like we've all been like aggressively pulling for Hot Lightning Daddy, but he is 100% your speed, Christina.
Oh yeah, you'll have to link me an image. I do appreciate the hot anime daddies.
If I Google image search Hot Lightning Daddy, will he pull up?
But like I feel like
Question. It might be
the hot
Lion
anime
Daddy.
daddies of Genshin Impact are like questionably calling the FBI. It's just their...
Oh yeah. This is not that. I know what you mean, but this is, hold up.
Like Diluc is good. Like
Oh,
Diluc
yeah,
is
yeah.
good in Genshin.
When
and
they
then
started like adding more like slightly more less young look characters.
Christina, look at chat.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I pulled on this character and now 100% am a Hot Lightning Daddy. Well, he's Hot Lightning Daddy or Hot Lion Daddy, depending on like what you like.
Or
I mean, he has a lion and is a hot lightning daddy. I love it.
He has a pretty sick ult too. He just fucking like looks really cool at all times.
He actually looks really cool.
That lion looks like one of my cats.
Oh,
If it
here's
just
the
had-
ult animation.
Right.
Here's the ult animation, by the way.
Oh.
Wow.
What do you
Okay,
actually
Jesus.
do in the game?
It's a turn-based RPG, Trevor. Have you heard of those?
Like a JRPG?
Oh, yeah, you know.
Which apparently is an insulting term. I didn't realize that.
What?
No, don't listen.
No.
Don't listen to social media, Trevor. Stop it.
Yeah, don't. Nope. Leave Twitter.
Yeah, come touch grass.
Oh, come on. I left Twitter years ago.
And yet, you are by far the most like everything is problematic person I know. Where do you get this from now?
Mostly from you, actually.
Whoa! I find
whoa.
those things not problematic, so you must be getting it from Drew. Unless you're saying that
Mildly
you hear the things I
problematic.
say, and then you know because I say them they're problematic, which that's fair.
No. I'm not saying you're saying things are problematic. I'm saying that you parrot all these other things that are problematic and point out how problematic
There's like
they are.
two things
That's where
that are
I get the absorption
problematic.
from.
There are two things that are problematic: being a dick and racism. That's it. That's the list.
And AI and crypto.
AI's not problematic. I just fucking hate it, and the dweebs who like it. There's
Poor
difference
Miss
between
Center is
being
sitting here waiting
problematic.
for us to start playing D&D. Just trying to send us messages through oogling at Hot Lightning Lion Daddy.
It's not D&D.
Okay,
We're getting
I'm
there.
gonna pull myself back and not launch in Trevor about dweeb AI people so that we can play D&D.
Choose peace. Choose peace, Rob.
Rions and dweebs.
It's hard, man.
He
Today I
has to
was going
choose
wanna
his
choose
battles.
violence.
He's a weeb, but he doesn't like AI. You have to pick a struggle, Rob.
I think liking as a man of culture who enjoys cultured things.
Go on.
I enjoy hand-drawn titty in my anime. Thank you.
How it's it's going to get to the point where you can't tell where the titties are originating from.
Well, I know we're trying to start D&D, but there are so many accounts right now on Twitter that are like some dumb shit like daily waifu, right? And it's some guy who puts into a prompt. He's like Makamba, but with giant tits, and you just see the feed flooded with those. And I've gotten to a point where I've seen so many and blocked so many accounts that I do actually know the difference as a non-art person.
I mean, eventually, but we'll get to the point where it's going to be hard to tell. You just have to be more discerning in what content you choose to consume.
When you're at my funeral, when AI has won and you're just at my funeral, be sure to be like, he fought valiantly until the end. He never gave in.
Amen.
How very writer of you.
Yep.
As the AI-powered tractor puts the dirt on your
I'm pretty
grave,
sure it's going to happen anyway.
driven by a dude piloting it remotely from his basement.
I'm putting Drew in charge of my eulogy.
And put titties on it. Now they're just doing it at a wider scale. But
Yeah, but see, part of the reason I was okay with it before, it was not so widely accessible. Giving any ape the ability to go and do it is not a good thing.
they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna
I'm
do
not
it in
disagreeing
Photoshop.
with you. This is totally the hellscape we're going to inherit. I'm just saying, I don't have to be fucking excited about it.
That's true. That's true. I think
I can still call them all dweebs because that's the appropriate term.
I for now, I'm
Drew-
accepting of what it is because that box is open.
Drew made a great analogy earlier, and it was fucking incredible, and I can't believe I've not thought about this till now. Drew, do you want the Jack Skellington one?
I was just, I think I just said something to the fact of all these AI bros are just like Jack Skellington discovering Christmas Town.
They're discovering creativity for the first time. They're like, what is this?
Yeah,
And then they're going to go and ruin creativity.
It's
because
TTD.
That's what they do.
You given them a art sandbox where they could just unga bunga things at the push of a button. They're gonna unga bunga.
Yeah, I'm saying we shouldn't have. In fact, we probably should have just taken all those people and I don't know, put them on the surface of the sun. Right?
But how will you get
Christina.
your? Yes, I do actually.
So yeah, I would not have put you on the surface of the sun. But anybody else who never
doesn't-
picked up a pencil
It
and just
doesn't
went
make
straight
me.
to ChatGPT.
But it doesn't
or
make me want to
Midjourney.
do art less. I think a lot of people are up in arms. It's gonna completely kill the human desire to create art, which I strongly disagree with.
Okay, I really want to have this discussion, but I really feel bad for Drew because I am stopping us from playing D&D. So I'm gonna.
Well, it's
I'm gonna
also
shut
the
the fuck
conversation I
up.
have literally all day, every fucking day. You can at least wait for me to leave my present job to argue about AI.
Next week, and with Flix here, I can make fun of AI really aggressively in front of Trevor. Okay.
God bless.
Thank you.
Sure. Fine, I guess. No, you can't do it. No, you absolutely cannot do it with Nick present. We would literally never accomplish anything ever again.
But to be fair, I've already said that experience is technically on par with me to D&D, so I'll take it.
All right, Grumbles McGee. Previously on Arctis, as you all, delve into the roots of Sika to find the source of the corruption for this interesting world tree, Bonsai, Drion, Rain, and Flix discovered curious creatures nestled within the roots. Twisted harpies, once formerly... excuse me, for some reason I'm getting pinged on Discord. Please stop. twisted harpies who were once were-ravens and friends of the Arborians were now left as twisted, half-bird, half-female forms, left to their own devices, seemingly abandoned by the Arborians, who used to be their constant and pledged companions. But the Arborians disappeared, and the only thing left behind were the vengeful harpies, who seemed to want nothing else but revenge upon the world tree that shut itself out to them. And as Bonsai, Drion, Rain, and Flix have traveled through the roots of Sika, they discovered a serpentine Zmai nestled there, amidst all the corruption, growing and festering like a cancer amidst the rotted roots. Defeating the Zmai and the harpies that were feasting on bones and carrion and other offal in the cave, you continued through the narrow passages, guided by the stealthy antics of Flix. And as Flix reached the end of the cave, it opened up to a secluded grove, where Sika grew stunted, and a plague of harpies, nestled into nests coated with filth, surrounded a central shamanistic figure, dressed in tattered robes, decorated with skulls, bones, and beads. This raven-headed figure was concentrating on a powerful spell, attempting to gain, well, perhaps access. Sorry, I'm like 7-Up burp mid. I'm sorry. 7-Up burp mid history. I'm so sorry. As the fucking buzzard queen attempted to access Sika, you all made your presence known, surprising some of the harpies that sat around the roots. But now the buzzard queen, with irritated that her ritual to despoil Sika was interrupted, commanded her harpy flock to attack. And her, the buzzard queen herself, commanded powerful magics over the mind, and sent Drion into a more simple state, as she afflicted him with feeble mind. Flix and Rain were trying to fend off the hordes of harpies while Drion pursued the buzzard queen, but Bonsai found himself quickly overwhelmed as the corpulent pustules that grew from Sika's roots were all shattered and popped at the same time as Rain cast Disintegrate on the buzzard queen's protective shield. Rather than weakening it by destroying the polyps, Rain, using Disintegrate, destroyed them all at once, and the polyps and the pain it caused Sika seemed too much for Bonsai to bear, and he became stunned for a number of rounds equal to the number of polyps that were up. For Bonsai, having them all hit at once, it was up to Saethius to carry him to safety. But alas, the Malphus, the storm crow that was battling the paladin, got an extremely lucky swing. If we remember the double 20 incident of last week, managed to remove Saethius from this plane of existence. As the battle raged on, the buzzard queen began to take a more defensive posture, but Drion pressed on. We are still mid-battle, and we will now continue at the roots of Sika, as you all will fight back this buzzard against whatever foul ritual she was doing against the world tree. One moment, please. One second, I gotta change something real quick. God, you guys made me laugh so hard I'm coughing like crazy. Help!
That's the goal. Tommy
Help!
has long been my plan to murder people.
Kind of like an icicle as a murder weapon. Never leaves a trace.
Yeah, the police will be like, you want us to arrest him for making her laugh to death? I don't know about that.
Ah, God, it burns. I don't own any tokens with vision. Lies! Alright. Let us continue, shall we?
Yep, that's it. All the harpies are dead.
All the harpies are dead.
Oh, no. Rhonda is still here with a very belligerent cat pissing everywhere in front of her.
Fucking belligerent cat.
Did you
It's
think
like
you
in like a
could defeat
German
me
disco
so
kind.
easily? I will not be destroyed.
Alright, let us continue.
Sorry, hold on, I'm responding. Meow.
Meow.
Should we establish a formal debate competition for you and her? That's an excellent point, Rhonda. Any response, Dreon?
Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Dreon, you're up. Meow. Dreon, you are feeble-minded. Your friends are currently behind you on one of the branches. Bonsai is being piled on by a vine lord, the Malphus, and various harpies. His mount is gone.
It sounds like somebody else's problem. I'm not smart enough to understand the fucking intricacies of the situation, sad to say. I must roll. I'm trying to roll attack. Let me roll attack. There we go.
That'll miss.
Womp.
That'll, like, hella miss.
Womp.
Rhonda bats away your glaive with a backhand of her great wing.
She's got you downloaded.
No, I got her with the butt. I got her with the
Got
butt.
her with the butt of it. That'll hit.
She got all like arrogant because she blocked him, and I was like,
I-
well, you know, gosh, I guess that's gonna be my turn because I'm too fucking dumb to do anything else.
You end up only slamming the butt of your polearm into her raven-like foot, and she hisses with mild annoyance. Rain. By the way, Dreon, if you do want to do insight, since insight is wisdom-based, your wisdom isn't feeble-minded, so I will actually allow insight.
I asked you last week, and you said no. Insight.
Yeah, and I thought about it, and I was like, insight is
Okay.
wisdom-based, your wisdom isn't affected, so I'm going to rescind that. Unless you don't want to do it, and then we can just continue with rain.
I actually like 100% agreed with your call last week. Like, I think like even if insight is like a wisdom thing, I don't feel like Dreon would be like intelligent enough to like know right now that that's even like something he's looking for unless he was like.
How
I don't
about
know,
you
like,
insight,
further away.
and I will explain it to you in int 1 terms.
Okay, I'm down for that. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck everything is now since the update. Like things have moved around.
Yeah, this is
it's
only
top, we gotta go
temporary.
into
Sorry, it's default character.
No, it's
sheets
all
for a
good. I'm
second.
just like I don't actually know where like my my skills are. Hold on, maybe features.
It's under attributes. If you go into your character sheet, it's attributes, and then it's just next to the stats.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, what would you like to know?
I think in the spirit of his current situation, I think you should just tell me something into one terms.
Big bird, bad.
Mhm.
Big bird, has gross tongue. Ugh. Tongue bad.
Dreon says, "Meow."
Tongue has spikes on it. Gross.
Ugh. Okay, actual end of my turn.
Rain, you're up.
Counted this out last week, but we'll see if I got it right. 5, 10. Yes, perfect. Okay. Rain hops down off the tree limb and kind of underneath Bonsai and is going to cast. I said.
It is a
As I
little
look-
laggy.
Well, no, I'm actually just digging through all of the spells. There we go.
Alright.
Haha. Steal and strike.
Okay.
Shing. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, that'll hit. Oh my god. Rain, as you brandish your sword towards the harpy, what do you do?
Oh, we're not done yet.
Oh, I know. Oh god.
Yeah, let's...
That'll also hit. She's like,
That
wow,
was really-
wow, that was really low.
How did I
A
even roll that
19 on
low?
a 60-10, 433-252. Jeez. And I gotta.
Best I can do there. Sheesh.
Rain flourishing, killing 2 harpies. Oh my god, who gave her ranged abilities? No!
What are you talking about? Who gave me ranged
Who,
abilities?
I'm sorry, who let her ranged melee?
Who let her cook?
That last one next to you? Okay.
Yeah. So Ray just fucking anime blips behind a bunch of harpies in a flurry of slashes.
2 of them immediately crumple, falling to the branch and then sliding off the branches. A couple of them still stand, but are very visibly wounded.
And then, sorry, figure out where I'm actually flipping to. Yeah, so I did this one last, so we're right here. And we're going to go ahead and bonus action Mind Sliver on this guy.
Alright, he takes 7 psychic damage, and his next saving throw will be at a minus 1d4. The harpy clutches her head and begins to screech.
Did they actually take it? I didn't see them roll the save.
I didn't see the save pop up. 1 second. Also, my bangers. Which one was your target?
This one right here. I don't think I saw like the
There it
damage
goes.
pop up or anything. There it goes. Okay.
Sorry, it just
There
took
we
him
go.
forever.
Sweet.
As the harpy clutches, I'm wondering what the hell is going on, but some things might be weird with the recent update, so. The harpy clutches her head and falls. She slides off the branch into a heap. There seem to be only 1, 2, 3 harpies near you remaining. Plus the Vine Lord and the Malphus.
Yeah, but that also reduces stun stacks on Bonsai, right?
It does. 1, 2, 3. So Bonsai, you had what, 6 rounds left on your
Yep.
stun? So you will only have 3 rounds left now. Scrolling up a little
Jesus
bit.
Christ.
Rain, does that end your round?
I guess I'll insight check Rangda.
Sure. What would you like to know?
Do we have any more abilities that we haven't seen?
Yes. One moment, please. Taking me forever to open character sheets today. What Dreon had ended up seeing was her ability to tongue lash. I am going to target her so I can put it in chat. But her tongue has a very large reach, 10 feet, does slashing damage. You have to succeed on a con save or your strength score is reduced, as she takes your strength and applies it to herself. The target will die if their strength reaches 0.
Whoa. Okay. That's Rain's turn.
Next up, Extreme Lag, the Malphus. The Malphus gronks at some of the nearby harpies. The harpies look around, panicked seeing their brethren fall, and pointing at Rain and Flix.
This dude was prone, by the way.
Oh, he was prone. I'm gonna have him spend half his move to stand. Bonsai is still currently stunned, yes?
That's what you think.
Has it been 900 rounds? No.
It
but
has-
he's stunned.
The Malphus brandishing its scimitar. Begins attacking the stunned Bonsai. This is... should be with advantage, right?
If
Oh,
he's
it doesn't-
done, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why it's not proccing. Hold on, I'm just wondering why it's...
Yeah, nothing's giving disadvantage.
Yeah, give me one sec. I'm just seeing if giving you the stun condition will fix that.
Oh, yeah, I don't seem to have it.
Where'd it go? Paralyzed. Oh my god, I hate it when it's just icons. There we go. Stunned. Let's try again. Ah, fuck it. Okay. The Malphus stabs into the ground, but Bonsai's armor is too strong and thunks into the wood. It will attack again. Ah! It gronks with rage. The second attack hitting, but not slicing too deeply into his armor. The third attack going awry as Rain gets into the Malphus's personal space and begins to back away, stumbling across the branch. Let's see. It'll use a bonus action, since it is not moving, after it makes a successful melee attack. It's gonna cast a magic missile on Bonsai. As you see a streak of arcane energy leave the Malphus's sword and just thunk rather neatly into Bonsai's armor. The living harpies, at least what remain of them, will now take their turns. This harpy is dead. Please, game, please. Work with me here. One of these harpies is going to fly over a little bit closer to Rain and Bonsai. This one will take a swipe at Rain. She curls her fetid claws and slashes them at Rain's face. That'll be with a disadvantage too, but it'll still miss. She's probably not going to be able to hit Rain. Unless she's rolling double 20s. With Harpy, feebly claws at Rain. Please, game, please. Please, please, bro. The harpies continue to move. Piling once again like seagulls on a loaf of bread at the beach onto Bonsai. Clawing and scratching. Oh, so now it works. Alright. That'll miss. And so will the second one. Top of the round, round 4. Flix is going to go into default pew-pew mode and do some pew-pewing. Anybody in the party can prefer to direct Flix to what the best target will be. Because I have insider information. Which one should I hit?
I think we were defaulting to harpies, because we found out last round that the harpies will de-stun Bonsai, so he'll kill one of the random harpies.
Okay. You can point one out to him. Which one?
Closest.
There we go. Flix pulls out the crossbow.
I don't feel comfortable role-playing Flix as asking anybody for any opinions.
That is fair.
Feels wrong.
A little bit.
Unless it's
You would absolutely complain about missing, though.
He would.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that, Christina.
Aha! Fuck you!
I say, you rapscallion-y shitbird, why don't you eat dynamite and poop out Grimace?
There we go.
Nice.
Since I don't have a character roleplay this week, can I just roleplay Nyx?
Haha! No! Wait, you have a cat? Hey, you can be Flix this week.
He only says one thing.
Honestly, if you roleplay Flix as Matt Berry, I'm okay with it.
That's perfectly fine. I'm completely okay with this.
Damn, he's actually popping off when he's not playing him.
You would complain that he forgot sneak attack damage, though.
Oh, of course, Christina plays my character.
Fucking sneak attack damage.
You know, because Christina's rolls always hit, so of course when Christina plays my character...
It's perfect. He's like he's actually here.
BRB, I'm gonna go get some Greek food. That's actually just Nick.
Let's see. Flix will stay where he is, but he does have his shadow. And his shadow is going to also turn around and join the rest of the group. He's got 30 feet of movement, but the branch is difficult terrain. And 20, 30, he hops off the branch and onto the ground.
Doesn't it fly?
Does it fly? But it has 30 feet. If it's flying... Yeah, it is flying. Okay, it's fine. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20... It'll fly over here, across the branch, targeting the wounded harpy, who is bleeding out. But if the character sheets could open a little bit faster, I would love everything about this.
Oh yeah, this is probably hell for you right now, all these different characters.
Oh, of course, my shadow crits!
Get him, you little shit! I don't know why in my head Flix curses so much, but...
He says
I mean,
bullshit.
he
I think
He
that's
does that loud, too.
The harpy.
Wait, can we force Trevor to take a turn of pretending to be Flix? The harpy goes down. And
We'll workshop it.
Only one round of stun remains on Bonsai, and one harpy is left alive. That harpy is dead. Stop making wisdom saves.
That's another 2 stun timer or stun charges off of Bonsai.
A Bonsai only has
so
one
it's
round
one
left.
remaining.
Next up,
Bonsai might actually get to play the video game.
Rongda.
Wrong, that kills him. Them, sorry, them.
Hey, puts emote in Discord. How dare you? Oh wait, she's gonna cast Roots of the Great Tree onto Dreon. Dreon, make me a DC 15 Dex save.
All right, let me go find it.
Your Dex.
Make sure you do this save and not the ability throw, since you're throwing it from the character sheet.
Dreon, you fail. You're grappled.
Wait, was I supposed to? Why did I have? No, I'm hasted, so that's why I had. Okay, hold on. I need to.
Yeah, you have a plus
Oh, you have
2,
advantage.
so you succeed actually. Oh no, yeah, it's advantage. It's plus 2 to AC.
What just happened? Who rolled my dice?
Did you roll that or did the game roll
I did
that?
not. I did not click anything.
No. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
I wonder if that. Oh, I think it might have procced you. Yeah, the game automatically did it, but it's not bringing up the prompt. Okay. I think
Okay,
it's
it looks
bugged.
like I failed anyways, though. It doesn't matter.
Poor Dreon, you are grappled.
Right? I don't have a witty rejoinder at the moment, unfortunately. I'm a dumb fucking cat. What?
As the roots grow out of the tree, Dreon, they finally latch onto your ankles. And Rongda eyes you, with perhaps a smidgen of fear. One moment, please. She will attack Dreon with her tongue lash, opening her beak and letting the serrated, whip-thin tongue lash across Dreon's face. That'll hit, as it cuts across his already scarred fur. Dreon, make me a DC 19 con save. You succeed.
Bruh.
As she tries to lick the blood from your wounds and take a part of your essence, she is unable to, and instead moves forward, lifting her claw. She slashes at Dreon viciously. With talon-like hands. Stop rolling twice. I'm gonna have to look into why it's rolling so many times. Sorry, Dreon. Dreon, she slashes you for 17 damage, but you are protected a little bit by, let's see. Are you resistant against slashing? It did slightly less
I think
damage.
the last I checked, I thought I was resistant to necromancy stuff. Necrotic. I don't think I'm resistant to slash.
Oh, you must have had temp HP from something. I was just looking at the calculations. You only took 6.
Giving him resistance to something.
Yeah, that's not a thing I should have, I don't think.
Let's see. Damage resistance is force, necrotic, and magical damage.
I know necrotic should be there. I don't know where I'm getting force and magic.
One sec. Oh,
Oh, okay. I have resistance to force damage from the Brooch of Shielding. Okay.
yeah, that's right.
Yep. Sick. I don't know where I'm getting it from slash damage though.
Is the it could be non-magical slashing, bludgeoning, piercing. Maybe that's. I mean, I don't know where it would be coming from necessarily, but could be. That's usually how that works.
Hold on, I'm just looking at your effects. Here, okay, you have a necrotic resistance from Laurel's Elven Chain. You have force resistance from your Brooch of Shielding. You have an Aura of Warding on you as well. That gives you damage resistance to magical damage. Are you too far away from Bonsai to get that? Or
Probably.
does that have a range?
Yeah, no, that's only got 10 range for
Okay.
Bonsai.
That might be it. Okay, 1 sec. I'm gonna just apply the full damage. Apologies if things are a little bit buggy tonight. One tongue lash, one claw. How about a second claw as a treat?
You know, I'd fucking love it.
Ugh. Drion, make me that DC 19 con save.
He should be immune from the last one for 24 hours.
Oh, you are immune. Never mind. If it tries to fail your save, you succeed.
Sorry. No.
I'm like struggling with the VTT because it is really laggy tonight. That harpy is dead. Bonsai, you're up. Your stun will wear off now. You are no longer stunned.
Freak. Slowly starts moving the arm and just flexing a little bit and stares down the Malphus. We're gonna
Its
do an
eyes,
insight.
its eyes go wide as you regain consciousness. And lets out a very pained and worried gronk.
I was always conscious.
What would you like to know?
What's their move speed?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. Their move speed is on the ground, 20 feet, and a fly, currently of 15.
Oh, you're stuck here with me. Alright, that's the end of Bonsai's turn, and now they're no longer stunned.
Next up, the Vine Lord near Bonsai. Relentless, but Bonsai is not stunned and can protect himself now. The Bonsai's tendrils unfurl, the Vine Lord's tendrils unfurl and begins to attack the poor Arborian with a flurry of thorny tendrils. Let's see.
We're gonna wrap up our vines here.
Yeah, it's vine time. I don't think it should have advantage. You are not stunned. Just gonna be normal. That'll hit. As a thorny branch lashes across your face, Bonsai, it draws a little bit of sap. It cannot attack the same target with its tendril in the same turn. It will claw at you instead. And it'll miss. Furiously swiping. Ooh, okay. The Bonsai. Excuse me, God, I don't know why I'm calling you Bonsai today. My brain is fucking scrambled. The Vine Lord reaches down to Bonsai and puts their hand around Bonsai's neck and begins to squeeze. It leaves barely a trace on Bonsai, as Bonsai is incredibly armored. Dead harpies. Rhonda is going to take a legendary action before Drion's turn. And she is going to disengage from you, Drion. She's gonna move. Here. I lied. She's gonna move a little further. Dreon, you're up. Wrong
So
dip.
what's the deal? Do I have to do something to like get out of being prone or something?
You are currently grappled by the tree. Let's see. So your speed is 0. Let me just double check the rule here. You can take an action. To try and escape. Your DC is 15. You can use an acrobatics or athletics check.
And that would be my full action.
It would be an action. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Can I shoot a bow from being prone?
As a reminder, you are hasted.
Yeah, so you could use your hasted action to break free and then just go way
Oh,
longer.
okay. Got it. Okay, I'll do a. What'd you say? Strength or acrobatics, Christina?
So it's
athletics
acrobat-
or acrobatics.
Yeah, that. And you succeed, ripping your ankles free of the dried roots. Rhonda glances over her shoulder, and her eyes widen a little bit, seeing Dreon freeing himself.
Dreon hisses like a cat who like has a sweater on him he does not want. And then he just immediately charges forward back to Rhonda.
No! This hasted cat is not affected by my difficult terrain, and I'm getting mad. Dreon, remove your grapple debuff, please. Sorry, I'm trying to minimize the amount of things I'm doing because I'm lagging.
He can't hit for shit for some reason. He's just too dumb.
She takes a wing and just slaps away your glaive. Ah!
Yeah, you're rolling a lot of like 3s and 4s and shit.
Yep. That'll hit. She turns a shoulder to you. Ah!
Another 3. Okay, inside check.
Hässlich Feline. Get off me.
What would you like to know, Dreon?
Anything you think a dumb cat would understand.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow?
Meow? Big bird. Big bird has magic spell. Big bird has many magic spell. Big bird may have powerful, very powerful magic spell. Such as blight. Would you like me to link blight?
Yeah, just in the chat, I guess.
Yeah. Hold on one sec. Do not consume the usage. Rhonda is a powerful necromancer, and she can command necromantic energy to wash over a creature she sees within range, draining its vitality, much like her nasty, blood-sipping tongue. It also has double the effect on plants and such creatures. Bonsai would be considered doubly affected by the blight.
Wowza. Okay, yep, and my turn.
Meow meow. Next up, Rain.
Okie dokie. Oh, this is kind of rock and hard place. Bonsai and Dreon, you're both looking rough.
Oh, Bonsai, now that your all your stuns are off, you are hasted.
Oh,
As your stun falls off, and the harpies are no longer taking energy from Sika, you feel yourself rejuvenated. The polyps and the pain that you felt are gone, and you feel flush with magic. A resurgence of energy falls over you. Let me give you the nice hasted buff. 1 second.
Thanks, because yeah, I don't have the buttons for it.
Not a problem. I'm also looking for mine. I'm like, where? I might have to hard cast this. What? Stop consuming the spell slot. You will be hasted at 3rd level. Why did it not give you the buff? Damn it! Buggy game! I'm wagging my fist, but it's okay. We will power through. Hey Rain, can you cast haste on Bonsai without using a spell slot?
Sure.
So does that end my haste?
No, this haste is not from Rain. But just make sure it doesn't end Drion's haste.
It shouldn't. The concentration and haste are not tied together, which is frankly kind of a good thing for. It'd be complicated otherwise.
Haste him, please.
Don't consume spell slot. There we go.
There we go.
Actually, it is attached now.
Uh-oh.
With the update. Okay, well,
Alright, we'll wing it.
Did it
They're both hasted, so.
Did it actually even give it to you, though, Bonsai? I don't see it
Don't
on your
think so.
bar.
Was I targeted?
You were.
Can you try it again?
Here, I'm gonna cast it on both of them at the same time. Let's see how that works.
That's fine.
Nope, I doesn't want to do that.
Probably.
It's like, no, what the fuck? Are you cheating? I see the effect going off, but it's not adding it to...
Okay, so it's just bugged. So we'll just have to keep the haste buff in mind.
You get 2 AC, or you get 2 additional AC. You have advantage to dex saving throws, acrobatics checks, and an extra attack, or an extra action.
Rain, it is your turn.
We're gonna go here. And I think we're just gonna attack Homeboy. Yeah, we're gonna attack Homeboy.
You are flanking with Bonsai.
It actually noticed that I was flanking. It automatically gave me advantage.
Yeah,
That's
some
fun.
things are buggy apparently, some things are not, so we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. It will not use a reaction? Sorry. It was deciding to use a reaction or not.
Did he take the hit?
I don't think so, so I'm gonna fix that. I will apply the damage.
Alright, we'll hit him again. Hey,
Drew, are you-
that's a crit.
Oh!
Drew, are you experiencing an earthquake right now?
No, but I do hear a bunch of dogs barking outside.
Here it comes! No
You guys
earthquaking?
okay?
Are you guys earthquaking?
Yeah, we're okay. It's just there was definitely like a quake.
Full tremor.
No, are you rumbling?
We're rumbling. Should be good now.
Oh, you took that one.
He sure did. Rain! The storm crow turns in shock as you nimbly dodge behind him. Sword at the ready, he tries to parry your attack. Rain, what do you do?
Rain dips in under his guard and just thrusts the sword through his throat. Sprays a little blood on Bonsai on the backside there. You got the rest of this, Bonsai. Great.
I can move again, so yeah, I think so.
Awesome. Excellent. And that was 5, that was 10. And Rain can actually just get there with blades the Vine Lord.
Oh, okay. It will make an int save. Yeah, it's not like popping up with the prompt. So I'm just gonna let it throw itself. But I guess the auto timeout is like 30 seconds. I lengthened it before because it was a little too short. It was fine when it was working properly. So apparently we'll have to do a little bug delving tonight. But we'll see if your mind sliver hits home or not. But either way, the Mind Lord will not die from your mind sliver effects. Rain, what else are you doing with your round?
We will insight check.
He fails with an 18.
There we go. Nope. That will be it for Rain.
There was a veritable pile of dead harpies and friends at Bonsai's feet. The last remaining one is near the Vine Lord, and will take the opportunity to move around the corpses of her brethren in order to try and slash at Bonsai with a disgusting claw. God, just help me tonight, just one. And that'll miss. Her claws are not strong enough to penetrate Bonsai's armor. She screeches in frustration.
Don't you see I have a layer of pollen on here, making it even harder?
From the back, the small turret and his friend. I do apologize for everything going a little bit slow tonight, everybody. It's like taking about 4 seconds for every click and thing I do to register in the client.
All good.
Clicks will take careful aim. And to hit, the harpies are incredibly easy to hit. Oh.
Plus sneak attack. Oh, not necessary.
Plus sneak attack damage. Instead, he will focus now on the Vine Lord. Come on, you viney bastard! How was that?
I was in the ballpark of flicks.
The crossbow bolt pierces the Vine Lord with a satisfying and it gets rocked backwards slightly. We won't forget the sneak attack on it. Flix, where's your sneak attack? In my other pants. No, seriously, though.
Oh.
There
Is
it
it
is.
in his features? There
I found it. I found it! The Vine Lord only lets out a resigned gurgle, as it has multiple crossbow bolts sticking out of it. Flix's shadow turns to the Vine Lord and continues clawing away at it. Stop. Please, game, I just want you to target the Vine Lord. And will miss. The shadow of Flix. Let's see. Did it only get one attack or does it get 2 attacks?
I can look it up real quick, but
I'm looking at Flix's character sheet as I'm using.
it would be the.
I'm surprised we got more than one. Yeah, because he's
Oh,
pretty
because
low level.
yeah, he's super
Class
low level in his classes. He's multi-classed.
It
Next
depends on
up.
the. It actually would depend on the spell level. Like, so number of attacks equal to half this spell's level, and he's a warlock, so whatever he casts, like, whatever his
He's
warlock
like a
spells
5
are.
warlock.
Yeah, so it would have to be. It's because it's rounded
Well,
down.
It's a 3rd level spell, so if his spells are 4th level, it gets 2 attacks. I don't know what his warlock levels are.
I think his
though.
warlock's only like level 5.
Which,
I'm looking.
I don't
Hang
know.
on, hang on. It's just as Warlock 5, so 1 attack.
well, it's his
Right?
spell level. It's
Yeah,
the spell
warlock
level.
level 5 will only have level 3 spells.
Yeah, so
So-
he doesn't
So
have
it's-
level
it's
4
the highest
spells.
level-
That's
So it's
other
the
stuff.
highest level spell that he has.
So
Yep.
he doesn't have levels 4 spells.
Yep.
Next up, Rhonda. Between Rain and Drion, she is not in a good space. Rhonda assesses her options. Apologies, thinking. She looks over at Bonsai and extends a gnarled finger. And begins chanting the spells of corruption, turning her spell that she was trying to use to bore into Sika onto Bonsai.
She does not rain counter spells at 4th level.
Oh!
Because that's like the only spell slot I have left. Not true, I have 1 other spell slot, but
Okay, put it in chat. Let me see your counterspell.
you must target at least 1 token to counterspell. I have her targeted. It's not an attack. Maybe if I untarget? Okay, can't have anything targeted for counterspell.
Okay.
There you go.
Weird.
Which I think Blight is a 4th level spell, so
It is.
serendipitously, I think that just works.
As Rhonda's magic fizzles away from the protective and enhancing abilities of her magical rune buried in the tree, she gives a very stern glance at Rain. Her eyes narrow, and she begins to shriek, an ear-splitting sound of fury. I will not do it into the microphone, but she is very upset.
I think she's angry.
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
Oh,
She
this was
will-
Rangda's turn. That wasn't a
It
legendary
is.
action.
Nope, just her turn.
Okay. Sure.
She is going to have to stay where she is. Bonsai, you're up. You are hasted.
So what are we doing here? Is this an actual combat? What's going on? Yeah, Bonsai's hasted, finally able to do something. It's been observing quite a bit. We'll just do the obvious thing. All right, we're gonna incite the Vine Lord.
Okay. What would you like to
And-
know?
We would like to see a health bar.
One moment. There you go.
Cool. And since we don't really have any spell slots left, we're going to go Viney Vine here.
Okay. Okay. All right, Bonsai. All right.
You crit me, I crit you back.
Live by the crit, die by the
Unfortunately-
crit.
Actually, do I have literally 0 spell slots? I got 1. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use 1 slot of the thing that paladins do. Divine Smite.
The target is stunned because you rolled a 20 on your attack roll.
I think it
because
has
of that.
a chance. Oh, you don't even get a saving throw on
No,
that?
I don't get a save. He's just stunned.
Oh, we're gonna not bother with the Divine Smite then. And we're just gonna do a crit.
Oh my god, it's calculating the damage.
Too many
Thinking?
numbers.
Processing.
It's amazing even when he doesn't have a crit build, he still crits every other hit. It's beautiful.
It's insane.
I've hacked the servers.
Oh
It's in
yeah,
there.
I'm
My
gonna
mind's everywhere.
I'm gonna give it a second because I definitely saw that damage happen. Apparently,
I saw a
it's
lot, yeah.
not going through. Hello. Try it again. It didn't.
The crit again?
Yeah, it didn't seem to record it.
Okay.
I know.
Oh,
I
the
don't-
previous rolls were way
I don't
higher.
even know how much. I don't even know how much these are. Because it's not showing anything for me on the back end. What the fuck?
You want me to roll in the real world?
Yeah. Give me the roll. I'll apply it.
Give me 1 second to find some dice. Oh my god, I usually have them right here. Where'd they go? Alright, so I gotta do 2d4 plus a bunch
Your critical
plus 2d6.
is. You've got 1d4 slashing plus 6 plus 1d6 psychic
slashing.
plus 1d8 radiant.
Yep.
And then whatever the crit modifier.
So you do
So
2, 2, and
times
2.
2.
Yep.
Yeah. I gotta find those. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Alright, I got them all. Alright, we got 6, 10, 11, 15, 19 is the total for the dice rolls, and then it's another plus 6. So 25 total damage.
Okay. You can also roll it in client as well, but I will believe you.
I just assume that the client's having issues, so...
I think I can roll in the chat. 1 sec. I just don't think it's auto-applying all things. It seems to be picky and choosy. Yeah, the rolling in client
fair
works.
enough. It might be trying to figure out if it's supposed to ask me to do Divine Smite or not.
Yeah. I think
working out on that.
it might be having some hangups.
Or your
Alright, well now that
tentacle
they're
busted.
stunned, I'm gonna attack again, but now with an advantage.
Oh god. That'll hit.
That hits. Let's see if the normal attack works. Nope. Okay. So you wanted me to just do it. I'm gonna do it in real life because it's more fun.
No, I want to see the roll. I want to see the roll in the client.
Oh,
Let the viewers see the dice.
Let the viewers see the dice.
7 plus plus a bunch. Plus 6 plus 5 plus 6. So 13 total.
13? Okay.
And yeah, we'll attack one more time because of haste. And it's supposed to be with advantage, but I screwed up. I'll take the hit. For another 17 damage.
Alright. Secondly, apply that. Bonsai in a flurry of vine whips. You begin slashing off vines that intertwine this man-like body. Very little remains, and its open wounds are oozing a white sap.
How's it feel? You should go back to the tree. You should go back to Sika. That's where you belong. Bonsai just sidesteps around it to get a little closer to Rangda, and that's the end of their turn.
Next up, the said Vine Lord is stunned. He sits there reeling. Now, his stun wears off. That harpy is dead. Dreon, you're up.
Bet you're never gonna guess what I'm gonna do.
You're flanking now, boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, boy. See me roll those 3s now.
I'm gonna laugh when he rolls a 3.
I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. Oh, not funny. Why would you laugh? That's not funny.
You slash with your glaive again. Hitting Rangda for a small amount of slashing damage.
Trivial amounts of damage. Oh, I rolled that
Yes.
normal. Hold up. Alright, a miss, and then a bonus. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Poor Drion, a flurry of blows, but Rangda does not go down. Rain, you're up.
Oh man, coming around real fast now. That all the harpies are dead. We're just gonna attack.
Let's see it.
Does that hit? Oh yeah, there it goes. Just was lagged for a second.
It's because mana flow is too long.
I mean, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
That does not hit. Oh, I should roll green flame blade damage also. First one. Oh no, the complexity. Here we go.
Woo!
Extra fire damage.
What do you call when the harpies are dead? We got the paladin over here making jokes.
And then we're going.
That was my attempt at RPing flicks.
It's pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh no, it thinks I'm Azrael now.
Oh, let me fix that. I will fix that right now. Don't do anything. Don't
Hands
do
off
anything.
keyboard. I think it was because I clicked off of rain
Oh, go ahead.
to move the
You're
thingy. Alright, we're gonna bonus action. We're gonna mind sliver.
I will wait the id save.
So how are you doing, Rangda? How's this going for you? Would you like some tea?
My cottage is fighting away and it asks.
About how she feels about it.
I mostly heard garble garble, but I'll respect that she said something really
She
intimidating and
responds
villainous.
back in a furious garble of rage. It is unintelligible.
Are we making the Korax frenzy? Holy shit.
Apparently. She succeeds with a 23.
Kinda expected that. Okay.
Is that in Rain's turn?
Well, insight check, actually, to... That's it.
At the end of Rain's turn, Rangda will turn to Drion and try and slash him across the face once again with her disgusting tongue. Drion, make me a DC 19 con save.
Aren't I immune forever or something?
Oh, yes,
was
you
the claw
are.
attack.
That is, wait. That was the claw attack. Tongue lash is different.
Okay.
The tongue lashes across your face for 9 slashing damage. Make me that con save. You succeed.
Oh.
Wowza.
Barely. As Rangda once again attempts to dip her tongue like a hummingbird into your wounds, you jerk yourself free, disgusted. It might auto-roll for you, Drion, and I apologize.
I feel like Drown with a 1 int is smart enough to look up and be like, damn, bitch, you live like this?
Alright. We're going through the various dead harpies. Very good. Ignore that. We know Drion is succeeding. He's doing great. Top of the round. Round 6. Flicks flying in the air, seeing pretty much everything is dead. Aims at the Vine Lord. And we'll take a couple quick shots. The first one hitting. Solidly into the Vine Lord. Ha ha! He blasts off a kneecap, and the Vine Lord goes tumbling off the root onto the ground, and it lands with a thud that sounds like someone throwing a large bag of garden dirt out of a truck. It's
I don't
very.
know if it's been complaining about this whole time, man. Like, I don't think it was his build at all. I think it's just, skill issue.
I think it was a skill issue entirely. Seeing the absolute pile of dead harpies, he changes targets to Rongda. And misses. The arrow going awry. Drion, you see a small crossbow bolt go zooming past your face. Is Bug? No, it's friend.
Wow.
Flix's shadow will hop up onto the branch, target Rangda, and try and give her a deathly touch of her its own. A cat shadow, I'm not sure what it is, but we'll call it a he. But it'll miss. Rangda kicks it with her taloned foot. And it makes a pained sound. Next up, Rangda. She's gonna take her action to definitely teleport. She isn't gonna teleport over here. Oh my god, the bug! No! Fly, you fool.
Oh no.
There we go. For some reason, making her fly makes her appear again, so. Can you guys see her token?
Yes.
Yep, it's flying now though.
Okay, that's fine. As long as it appears. She will.
Doing that for us.
She will take aim at Flix. And is making sure she does not cheat in the usage of her spell slots. She does not. She has Eldritch Blast. Oh, and a beam of crackling energy barely misses Flix. She teleports and whirls, pointing her finger, and a streak of crackling necrotic energy barely misses Flix's head. Bonsai, you're up.
Fun. So first, Bonzai's gonna turn and insight Rangda. No, they're very far away.
What would you like to know?
Do you allow us to ask about, like, how often that ability teleport can be used? Like, is she out of spell slots for that? Or is that not something I can ask?
I will allow it. Is that what you want to ask?
Yeah, basically Bonsai is curious, like, can this thing now escape? Because it wants some retribution. So, seeing in the text, Rangda can magically enter her home plane from the material plane or vice versa. Just want to know how much time we got left.
She can do it as an action, but not a legendary action.
Alright. Quick, don't let her escape!
Meow.
Oh. Okay.
So you can probably get to her or get close.
No, because I got half moves, half on the rough terrain.
Yeah, any root area is difficult terrain, except for Flix.
Well. Sorry.
No, take your time.
6, 5, 6. Actually, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Bonsai is going to use the dash action with double movement speed twice. So normally movement speed's 30, double is 60.
Mhm.
It's rough terrain over the entire distance, right? Or is this like this stuff
Only
not
on
rough?
only on
Just
white
the
parts. Yeah. So
So we got 1 rough, 3 not rough,
and then
Two.
1, 2.
5, 6, 7. So 7 full rough, 3 not rough to get to here. So it's 14, 13, that's 19.
This guy is mathing out of his fucking mind right now.
I'm trying, I'm a tree.
You're
Can't-
great. You're
can't
great.
count.
This guy's doing tree math.
So that should get me, let's just move there for now. That should be 19 tiles of move required, which is 95 movement.
Bonsai just tree striding across this whole tree.
So that's dash, and I still have another, 25 movement left. So,
And that's all good.
wow. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So that was just a dash to get to him, get to her, and then Bonsai is going to be able to whip.
This guy's movement is crazy.
But I wasn't going to be able to go anywhere with that without the mount.
It's perfect, but you got the haste though, which is frightening.
How long does the haste last?
Until the end of combat.
Do we not know?
Until the
Oh.
end of combat.
All right. You did this to me. Now you feel what it's like. There's nothing that gives advantage, right? Yep. Nope.
Oh, I saw it almost on 20. That'll hit though.
Something weird happened. And that's just gonna be normal, and not work.
I saw 14 there, so I'm looking at the
You
dice.
want me to roll it?
That's
Okay.
fine. I saw your damage roll. Check
14
the
plus another
VOD.
6.
Plus another 6. Okay.
Yep. And then I'll be able to attack again.
Wrong to screech is at you. She thought she could get away, but you are powered by Sika. It's 11?
That is 11 plus 6, so 17. And I believe haste only gives you the ability to attack a second time as like a new action, right? It doesn't add another multi-attack.
Well,
That's
you
it's
correct,
one attack
but you
to
used
action.
your your
Correct.
hasted action to dash though.
You did.
So I'm fully done. Yeah. All right, that's the end of Bonsai's turn.
Very good. The Vine Lord is dead. Let's keep going down this combat list to Dreon. Oh my god. Any day
Yeah,
now. Oh,
there's-
sorry, I went one too far.
Back that truck up.
Yeah.
Apparently I went too far.
Dreon sees that Rongda has gotten away, but will not be denied. In the immortal words of, I think it was Glenn Close, Dreon would say, had he any intelligence, "I will not be ignored," and then runs off chasing.
Oh my god. Okay, this is all difficult terrain, as a reminder.
Yep. There's his. That's what he can do with haste. So he's going.
The cat
He's
scurries
zooming.
up
Yep.
the tree.
Yep, just meowing the whole time. All right, that's my turn.
Rain?
You can hasted action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
dash.
haste it. You can definitely
Oh,
dash.
that's right. I can double move. Okay, hold up.
And then you can
Hold on.
also take another action if you need to.
After using a double move,
Well, double move is just your
Yeah.
normal action plus your move. So that's
Dash?
all not within the haste
Right.
thing.
could
You
I take
moved twice.
another? So sorry, I can take another action because of haste.
You have two actions. You have your regular action, then you have your hasted action. Haste also makes you move twice as far.
Yes.
So you can use your hasted action to dash, which takes your double hasted movement and doubles it again because it's a full action, and then
Okay.
you would still have your base action to do something with if you wanted to.
Okay.
And
So yeah, Dreon is gonna make it, and then he should, if I'm mathing it out correctly, based on the fact that this is difficult terrain, he should not have an attack right now.
it depends on if you went straight or if you did your little roundabout route.
Yeah,
that
or
you just-
did you do
Yeah.
a Y?
Yeah, your Y I think is you can easily make it to where Bonsai is if you just went straight across. Because you have 40 movement speed base.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so you easily make it there with your dash action.
Which is like
You
jumping.
started here. right? Or did you start?
No,
I started
you
at
started over
Here's
by,
here.
Okay.
Here.
Oh yeah, because the fucking tracker's all messed up.
It's like 80 feet to get there. Yeah, you easily make it.
Right, but I assume that's like with double. And just for a base move speed of 30, plus.
Well, your
Yeah.
Is your
base,
base 30
your
or 40?
base is higher than that, right?
Your base is
Your
40.
No, his base
When
is
it-
35, so it's
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it's 4. Oh, okay. Well, it's 35, so it's 70 with haste.
Yes,
so you can
because
move
it's doubled.
70 feet. So you can move a total of 140 feet
Right.
if you take a dash action.
so you are
oh.
fine to do an attack.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you stop like here.
Yeah, if you stop where bonsai is. Like, it's right on the raggedy edge, but
So I thought where bonsai is right now is like I thought that was like the ground floor. I did not think that was like on the tree.
It is
Yeah,
the
I mean
ground
that
floor.
was last time too. Like it's all doable. It's all connected.
Yeah, it
Christina
is.
clarified this
It is
last
the
time.
ground. It's
Okay.
just the tree is difficult terrain because you're climbing up and on them.
Okay. The client's kind of freaking out on me. Hold up. I'm trying to actually like click into my character.
you did just pull a flash move to like zip across the map.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just reloading. Hold up.
All right.
Yeah, turns out haste is pretty good in terms of
Yeah.
moving very far, very fast.
It's like you drank a Red Bull.
It gives
That's
you
exactly what
wings.
happened. Well,
It's so much movement.
actually, I would think like Drown would probably be like more of a monster guy, to be honest.
No, Kashima was
picture-
monster. Kurion is definitely Red Bull. We got an upgrade.
I picture the dude like
Ooh.
I think
like
Drian
the
is
guy who like goes on
Nos.
all fours and just like starts lunging after somebody. Like that's what I picture when Drian
Yeah,
just like, takes
yeah.
moves across here.
So it's not an energy drink. I don't think this is the way it was brought up, but he definitely is like Fast and the Furious Nas.
Oh,
Hit the button.
yeah.
What are you doing, Drian?
I'm stabbing him. Hold up.
Drian definitely lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
It's not letting me click the buzzard lady.
Make
looks-
sure you're
are
clicking her
you
square
right?
because
Yeah.
she's right here.
Her square's lower.
Yeah, she's not here. She's down
Alright.
here.
Now open up my character sheet. Forge?
And pull out your gun.
I'm trying to. Okay, Forge, let me pull out my gun.
For what it's worth, the hotbar is working for me, so I pulled stuff to the hotbar.
Wrong to bats
You're
away
currently
your
doing
glaives.
attack for your actual attack.
Yeah, you're doing a Polar Master bonus attack. Stop. Ah! Rangda just slaps away your glaive.
Alright. Triad meows a bit, and that's the end of the turn.
Annoying feline.
Bonsai pats him on the top of the head. Oh, good kitty.
I mean, if could we just get wronged like a squirt bottle or something? Like,
Rain?
Rain cannot move that far. So
You can disintegrate from over there.
I can't disintegrate anymore, buddy. I've used all my spell. I used my last spell slot to save your ass from getting blighted to death.
I would have thanked you, but I was stunned.
You weren't stunned. when
I
that was
really
happening.
wanted the 8d8 with disadvantage, and Rain fucking ruined my fun.
Oh, that wouldn't have been 88. That just would have been 64 damage.
Well, you would roll a disadvantage. And
Yeah.
you might have a chance to
and
have
then,
it.
if it hit, it would have been max according to the
Yeah,
spell.
yeah. Then you would have been dead.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at 5. We can get here on our movement.
Okay.
We just can't really. Yeah, there's not a lot that we can... I mean, I can get closer, but I can't get to her. So we're going to Ray of Frost.
What?
Mm-mm. We're gonna Mind Sliver.
She will try and make that end save. But we will wait it out.
We'll see what she does with that end save
We'll
after
see.
these short messages.
After this ad break. Apparently from Random Energy Drink sponsor. Sponsored
Please,
by Bonsai and
please
Breon.
sponsor us.
Please, I beg you.
Please clap.
Rhonda, not harmed by Feeble Mind, is a very intelligent creature and makes the save easily.
Yeah. We'll insight check, because that's about all. Oh, hey, there we go.
You can know two things.
Let's get our hit points to start.
Very good. What's your other thing?
I don't know. Let's get another ability or anything. Dealer's choice.
Second hit point bar.
Second
Yeah, her
hit point?
second hit point bar.
You've seen her ability to sway hypnotically. You've seen her ability to teleport, which she can only do on her turn. You know she commands the tree to tie its roots around people's ankles to try and root them in place. And she is a powerful spellcaster. Her spellbook also includes counterspell. So be aware.
I will ask this. Is she's a spellcaster, is she so she does use a spellbook? Like, do I notice that she has like
She does not use a spellbook.
receptive- Okay, so it's like a natural spellcaster. That's it, that's Rain's turn.
Very good.
She can counterspell me all day because I don't have any spells left.
Can't counter what you don't have. I'm working my way through the dead NPCs.
We need to get like the bowling pin cleanup machine, just like push them all off the board.
Right? Okay, I think I stopped on Flix properly. Great. Next up, Flix. He will take aim at Rhonda while sending his shadow out to kill. She will take a solid crossbow bolt to the shoulder, and she looks up in surprise at Flix. Aha! And then I will apply his sneak attack. Got you!
Actually, the sneak attack wouldn't trigger right now because Adriana and I are taking our distance.
I think it's if she's in a threatened range. I don't think it has to
Yeah.
specifically be adjacent.
It says within if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you guys
we'll
are
take extra damage,
you guys
but-
aren't within 5 feet though.
Yeah.
You guys are 5 feet. You guys are actually further than 5 feet away.
Yeah, it's not threatened range. It is 5 feet, so.
Sorry.
If he went up and stabbed her, he would get it because he's fucking swashbuckler or whatever.
That is true. I'm trying to undo that damage. Game says.
I saw it
the
get added
plus
back.
8 club. Yeah.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, it came back.
Okay, great. Flix will fire off another shot. Loads up another bolt into his crossbow. Takes aim. Here. Which will hit Rhonda. Two
This
crossbow
will make you
bolts
into a recta.
with the bolt sticking out of her shoulder. Finish her off! He points at his shadow like sending a Pokemon. The shadow definitely cannot move that far. Its movement is 30 feet.
I can
it is-
dash for 60.
Yep. So he will go right behind Bonsai. Boop. Flix will end his turn. The Shadow will end his turn. Rongda will take a legendary action. As she panics and looks at Bonsai, opening her beak and extending her tongue. Open character sheet. And she misses.
Badly. Grab the tongue when it comes out and then just caress it gently.
Rongda yanks it back. She's bleeding profusely. She has no blight left. She looks at Bonsai with hatred. I'm thinking. 1 second.
You, filthy Arborean, dies. Suffer as we have suffered.
As bolts go racing towards Bonsai, their magical armor seems to reflect some of the damage that the magic missiles were doing, and which drives Rongda into an even larger fury. She continues her chant, just relentlessly driving magic missiles into his chest. Oh, sorry, their chest. Apologies. Bonsai, you're up! Woo!
Yeah, so in retaliation to that force that just came through, Bonsai's going to look deeply into Rongda's eyes, and it's not going to be out of malice or anger or anything like that. It's more out of pity. And yeah, Bonsai's going to turn and be like, "You are so full of rot, but rot turns into nutrients for future life. I command you to come to terms with what you've done and grovel." So
that was like
Rongda
90% the
has to-
high road. That was like 90% the high road until like the 5% grovel.
I mean, I have to use one of the words, right?
You don't have, you can use any one word for the command, but yes, if you want those specific actions, otherwise it's up to interpretation.
Throne. Understand. And yeah.
I will never.
Oh, it will make a wisdom save. What is the DC?
Pretty easy. Oh yeah.
She succeeds with
DC
advantage.
18. Yeah. You got exactly what you needed.
She hit the exact DC. The hatred burns bright, and she refuses your command.
I tried to save your soul, but let's see if the demons will take you instead. What? Am I getting a chat thing? Chat message? I don't want a chat message.
You misguided fool. Soon you will learn her roots go deeper than you could possibly fathom.
Doesn't matter what I fathom, it matters what Arctis fathoms. And through him, I'll channel this power. And as Bonsai says that, their whip lights up all the way along it. And we are going to use Divine Smite at level 2. And literally use my last spell slot. Where is it? That's level 2. Normal. Plus damage.
Oh god!
That work?
It did not apply it. Just roll it and apply it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
One,
Okay.
two, And Divine Smite should be 3d8 plus 6.
By the way, you get an extra d8 because she is a undead or fiend.
Plus 1d8. Oh, extra 1 damage. So it's 23 total.
Bonsai, this will kill Rongda. What do you do?
I already described it. So basically, Arctis's light channeled through Bonsai coming up from the ground, little like fireflies all circling around, and when Bonsai does the final whip from the hasted action, all of that energy is channeled through it and lights up Rangda from the inside first, and then out of her eyes, and then she explodes.
Just you are Marian.
Rongda and her body slam into the ground. And as the light continues to erupt from her eyes, her feathers burn off in a beautiful bonfire-like display until there is nothing left. One moment, please. A stillness falls over the grove.
Meow, 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 meow. Drion begins batting at the corpse of the buzzard queen. Meow, meow, meow. He rolls over on his side and begins rubbing up against it.
Drion is rolling in the kill.
Bonsai, can you assist me, please? I'm gonna try and tend to whatever she did to Drion.
Yeah, I'll do what I can, but I didn't really see what happens. It seemed like he got some sort of bloodlust, or...
Does that look like bloodlust to you? As we watch cute kitten Drion bapping at the dead bird.
It looks pretty natural to me, actually. Is he just going back to a more de-evolved state?
I actually have a scroll for that spell, I think. It's, it's kind of reduces your mental faculties to, yes, a very base primitive instinct.
You think he's still part of our party? Friendly?
Well, he's not murdering us, so that's a good sign. Flix, I could use your assistance too. If you have any of your inspiration, I would very much appreciate it. I don't have much left, and this is a very powerful spell.
Oh, I think he's rather inspired as is. I think he should be the bee.
Flix will give you inspiration.
Okay, I think his is just, like a d6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but I suppose we can't
here's
have
a lovely
rolling
little
around
song
like
for you,
that.
Ray. Meow, 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 meow. Bring back the dreams of the cats back to the cat man, or something. I don't know how this goes.
Clearly not. Okay, we're gonna use our...
Your
And...
DC is 10 plus the spell's level, and we...
18, I think?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know if the guidance helped at all.
No, guidance does help, yeah. It's
It
an
does.
ability check, but I only get to add my ints modifier.
Cross your fingers for rain.
Ability check. Not saving throw. Let's see, does this work? Did it do anything?
No, you'll just have to roll it.
Okay. Well, here, we'll just do this then. Oh, well, there we go. But hey.
What? Crits?
So I roll a 33.
The ancient and strange magics that Rongda has used to steal Drion's memories for a time, reducing him to a nigh feral, animalistic state, is removed. As Rain, you neatly undo the magics, and Dreon, you feel your faculties coming back to you. You are covered in a fine soot-like mist, the remains of Rongda.
Drian mid-roll suddenly stands up and just goes, "What the fuck?
Well, welcome back, Trion.
What the fuck was that?" And he's like looking around, is like raising his arms, just covered in all kinds of grossness. God fucking damn it, I hate magic. Yeah, he looks down at the corpse of Rongda and gives it a firm, baleful kick.
Her body is very much just bones in a sack. Feathers that have been converted to dust, burned by the light, make a nice black cloud as your boot passes through it.
Is there nothing left? Like sifting through her remains?
You find small beads and bones of presumably the men that she has committed to being vine lords. But otherwise, Rongda does not seem to have anything of interest on her. There is a gaping magic circle that is etched into the root of Sika, and the portal still bores into her trunk.
Oh shit, that's still there. Okay. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah, before we turn to the portal and the magic thing, Bonsai goes over to the closest blossom here that would have turned into a Vine Lord, and is trying to like figure out if they can like detach a little like sproutling of it or something along those lines that we can take back to Rain's Tower in the future.
Dreon suddenly collapses as I assume the effect of haste wears off.
Oh yeah, that happens to Bonsai as well.
Dreon suddenly falls forward and he just like looks down under his breath. I really fucking hate magic.
What are you talking about? You went so fast. Wasn't that
Dreon
really
actually
cool?
is like, Dreon is facing away from you on all fours, just breathing heavily, and manages to lift one arm to give you the finger from behind.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Dreon goes back to huffing.
I think you did marvelously.
Dreon actually rolls back over on his back and is just kind of like lying there, recovering.
Rain, what are you doing?
We're gonna investigate whatever the fuck this is. All of this. Rain gestures to this fuckery. Like the entire tree.
Rain, make me an Arcana check.
We'll go ahead and add that whatever inspiration to it now, since we didn't need it on the previous one.
Yeah, seems good. Rain, this magical circle laced with necrotic energy has been used to bore away at Sika's outer shell. Her trunk and the rest of the roots are intertwined together and seem to be protecting something very valuable, something that is resonating with a powerful aura of magic. On the other side of the portal, in the darkness, you barely see a still star, like a glimmer of light. It seems like the Buzzard Queen was very close to getting through, but there are cosmic stars in space in between that pinpoint of light and you.
That's gazing through this.
Mm-hmm.
Do these stars look familiar? Or this like starry scape?
It does not look familiar to you.
Okay. Like no constellations or anything that I
No.
recognize? Okay. Do I have any inkling of how to close this? Should I close this? Should I push Bonsai through? I don't know. Bonsai, come take a look at this.
This
one
is
sec. I'm trying to gather over here.
This is very strange magic, Rain. gives you a sense that it is, it makes you feel very small as you stand in front of this tree, as you are gazing into an infinite cosmic void.
Do I get the impression that this is going to linger here, or is it going to eventually, like, run out of energy since she didn't finish the ritual?
You feel like it was very close to completion, and wherever it was trying to go on the other side is whatever Sika is protecting. With your abilities, your power, and perhaps bonsai as well, you might be able to open that pinprick of light on the other side and go through.
Bonsai, I don't know exactly what you're doing over there, but I think this is the thing you care about. It is the heart of your tree, after all. That's exposed. Kind of like your heart was exposed just a day ago.
Yes. Good point. Can bonsai like quickly gather something from this, or is it like a longer job to?
Make me a nature check. Let's see if you can discern what parts are valuable.
Plus 1d4
Okay.
for guidance. 15.
You pull off a length of vine that has enough cuttings and trimmings that, well, if you let it dry out, it might seal over and propagate.
Cool.
Are you gonna grow
We'll
plant
bring that back.
zombies in our tower?
Maybe just their poison, but
Oh,
we'll see if it's
okay.
useful.
Bonsai, it looks like this may be Sika's heart, or at least something that she's protecting. Very powerful. I think that you and I could figure out a way to go through if we wanted to. I'm not sure I can seal it, though, or how long it's going to stay.
Do you think we have time to rest before we come up with a solution?
I might have time to rest. I don't know if it will last hours, though. Magic like this doesn't tend to persist.
As you all are walking towards the portal, you've noticed the general area of Sika become portals that are around the tree that were looking pretty sickly are all bending slightly towards bonsai as if they were the sun, and the blossoms are bathing in his presence. Their presence, sorry.
That
Frankly, though,
doesn't
this is
seem
kind of your
natural.
thing. I'm happy to follow your lead here. I can at least advise on the arcane nature of this.
Well, do you think it's towards me, or do you think it's towards this seed? And Bonsai pulls out the seed of Sika that we gathered previously.
I don't know. You could try, see if it follows the seed instead of you.
Oh, yes. So why don't you take the seed?
Oh, okay. Rain takes the seed.
Christina, you said the forge doesn't allow for handing stuff right now. Is that true?
It does not right now.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Rain will just like take a few
Yeah, it's
steps
fine.
away. Does anything react to rain moving away, or do they still focus on bonsai, like the sprouts and stuff?
The sprouts only focus on bonsai. You can see small pink vines and tendrils unfurling from the base of the plant now, just like little mycelium. And they're all extending towards bonsai, wiggling
Nope,
in the
I think
air.
you're the chosen one.
Do you think it needs my heart?
I don't know. I mean, remember, we were here in the dream, and it wanted to touch you, and it touched you, and things happened, right? That was a good
Yeah,
thing. It was a good touch.
It seems like that might be a one-way trip, looking through the portal.
Well, I don't think we necessarily have to jump through. I think you see the little pinprick of light there. The spell didn't quite make it all the way. I think that's what Sika's protecting, and I think it might be your responsibility to protect it now. Whatever it is. It might be the thing that we're looking for. It might be your memories. Or it might be some ancient Arborian and will propagate the return of the Arborian race. I don't know. Or it's some horrible ancient evil that's been locked behind Sika for countless millennia.
Yeah, it could be many things. Let me see if I can get some guidance from Arctis. Bonzai's going to cast Divine Sense. Or activate.
Ooh.
Can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or locations of Celestial Fiend or Undead.
There is a sense of overwhelming good from the tree. And the blossoms, too. They are reacting to your presence, and the sense of light magic is dimmed within them. They've been sick for some time, but their mycelium seems to want to touch you.
Bonsai reaches out to the closest and forms that connection, and sees if anything changes.
The tendrils crawl up your hand and your arm and touch your tree-like armor and then begin to embed themselves in it. You can see the pink vines crawling up Bonsai's armor, and they are all creeping up both arms now, going straight towards his chest, towards his heart. And the vines...
No, go ahead.
They dip a little bit under the neck of the armor, searching, not hurting or tearing or prying, just poking like feather-like tickles against the collarbone of your chest.
Yeah, Bonsai's not pulling back or at all. Definitely like being deferential to whatever this life is doing. Does Bonsai get the sense that if they remove the heart, like we did with the hag, that would increase access or be better for what these vines are looking for?
Only the mycelium and the vines only seem to want access to it. You are the one that will ultimately allow it.
Yeah, Bonsai is freely providing access in whatever way they can consent to.
Okay, you open your chest like a locket, unfurling and revealing your vine-like heart inside, and you can see the vines of these blossoms are very similar in texture and in size to the vine knot that makes up your heart. And as it passes over your heart, you feel a tickle like a rush of cold air on a frigid but beautiful winter's day. And it takes you aback, and you feel gaps in your memories start to come back, reform as scattered thoughts that are all incomplete and without context begin filling your head randomly and suddenly stop as they notice that these random bits and pieces that you're seeing are nonsensical. The pinpoint of light at the end of the tunnel begins to grow larger, and beyond you see bluish lines traversing a larger inner sanctum. As you watch, the portal, the pinpoint of light, grows ever larger, and the feeling of these vines on your heart begins to pull away, and your chest cavity closes once again. The blossoms now are very visibly reacting to Bonsai's presence, all of their vines hovering in the air, like hands all extended out towards the Arborean. The swirling portal stabilizes, and you see the inner sanctum beyond. Bonsai, you feel an overwhelming sense of sadness and unease, but safety as Sika opens her heart to you. You may now step through the portal, if you wish.
Yep. Without even looking to Rain for guidance, Bonsai just confidently steps through the portal.
Are you okay, Bonsai? Oh, okay. Just jump. Okay, well. Are we coming with? Or is this like a you thing? Bye!
Bonsai steps into the cosmos and is swallowed by the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Rain, you are now surrounded by happy, swinging pink tendrils and vines. They're all curiously touching your clothes.
Mm-hmm. Nope, you keep your pistols and your stamens to yourself, please. Drion, Flix, you all care to jump through a somewhat terrifying cosmic portal?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Flix flies in.
I feel like before we do that, we do probably need to take a breather.
Well, it's too late. Bonsai and Flix already went through. It'll be fine. I can turn you into... No, I can't, actually. I don't have any spells left. It won't be fine.
Already jumped in.
Both of you disappear. One moment, please.
We're gonna wake up in Legend of Zelda, right? And we're going to make a dick robot.
Yep.
Okay.
These are the rules.
I'm okay with this. I'm
Need
just
matches
glad
that
we have the
one.
money to afford the brand collaboration. Oh no,
As
never
you-
mind. We ended up in Diablo 3.
As you step through the swirling stars and the cosmos into this pinpoint of light beyond, you find yourselves in a large chamber that extends stories down. A makeshift bridge connects various platforms in this room, and along the inner parts of this, which you realize is the inside of a massive tree, are lines and runes of magic, intertwined, glowing with a beautiful teal radiance. Some of these runes that are etched into the inside of the trunk seem to symbolize thorned vines and are everywhere within the inside of the tree. The bridges span close to the walls in places, and one extends down, go further on, deeper and lower within the massive tree. The central image of the trunk appears to depict two dragons or serpentine figures, one fighting the other. What do you do?
Seems kind of insensitive to build platforms inside of a tree made out of dead trees.
I think there's someone over here. Drion points towards the this character over here.
Drion, as you are very, very high up, you point down, down, down the length of the massive tree. At the very base of it, where the floor evens out into stump, there is another tree blocking the only visible exit out of this runic area. The tree has a knot-like face embedded within the trunk, giving it a slightly humanoid appearance. But otherwise, the tree's leaves are just wafting in the light breeze coming in from the other side of the light. You cannot see exactly what is beyond, just the bit of light streaming through. There are no adventurers tied up in this sentinel's branches. This merely appears to be blocking the way.
Does that seem to be the light behind it? Seem to be the source of the light we saw from the outside?
It is.
Oh, I guess we're going. Bonsai, you're sure that you can make friends with the tree? Because I don't think you're really in any condition to have it resort to fisticuffs.
We can't ever be sure of anything, but it feels right.
Uh,
The rhythms of the world seem to be telling me this is a peaceful way to go.
Like to go?
Bonsai, you can make me an Arcana or a History check, please.
When we get closer. It's way too far. Or do you mean just about the tree in general?
Just about the inside of the tree and the lines on the walls.
Yeah. So Bonzai's like gently running their hand along the wall as we make our way down. It's the same. Let's go with Arcana.
Nailed it.
Yep, it's wood.
Well, they do seem to be exceptionally confident, Dreon, so their gut hasn't steered us wrong yet.
I've just kind of
Makes sense.
internalized this isn't really a planning group. I've made peace with it.
I don't know. We did a pretty good job previously until you turned into a bit of a drooling, mewling kitten. Not really a kitten. You were kind of ferocious, actually.
I don't really remember much of it.
It's probably for the best. You were kind of badass, though, so there's that.
Drian chuckles.
As Bonsai's about to take the last step off the ladder platform thing, can they take an insight on this Oaken Sentinel and see if there's any sort of, like, are they truly guarding? Are they ready to attack anything that comes nearby? Or are they basically just here?
Yeah, make me an insight check.
22.
Bonsai, you feel a kinship with this sentinel. You understand that these things are sentient and made to guard precious places from for the Arborians. They're closer to treants. They're not exactly Arborians, but they guard sacred places. And are, usually very kind to Arborians.
Bonsai Treon Flicks, wait here for just a moment.
Sure.
Hello. I'm sorry, I do not know the proper greetings. I have not been around for very long, but I come here to you today from a world full of danger, from around Arctis. It's under attack from many, many different directions of demons and cannibalism and greed and many other things that I've seen. Are you here with us? Are you awake?
A thick layer of dust and spider webs coat the sentinel. You can see now between his roots, which extend into the light, and the roots he has inside, which extend into the tree itself, are very dry and kind of shriveled. The spiders that are lingering within the tree are of no harm, but have made a thick nest in his branches. With a creak, the sentinel's eyes begin to open, revealing woody knots that roll to look at Bonsai. Opens its mouth. A crack of wood and a few termites tumble out as it coughs, and it begins to shake its branches slightly. A few dead twigs and leaves falling loose. It looks at you and makes a low, friendly rumble of greeting, and speaks in slow and deliberate Sylvan. You understand Sylvan?
Yeah, and I believe Rain does as well.
Yep.
Greetings, little brother. Oh. You are awake. How is this?
Bonsai does their best to mirror the greeting back to the Sentinel, and basically answers with a full retelling of everything that's happened since Bonsai gained consciousness until now.
Oh. The sentinel listens with mouth agape. A few errant bugs tumbling out every now and again. It scratches itself with a forked branch and nods on occasion. You have been gone a long time. Sika. He turns and looks back at the light and back at you. You probably have many questions. He steps aside and beckons with a branch. Go. See your mother.
Thank you. May they come as well. And gestures to the rest of the party.
The sentinel turns his wooden eyes to Drion and Rain. They are with you.
It seems that way, that our paths and our goals align.
The treant looks at Rain. A troubled but kind soul. An insatiable curiosity for knowledge. He turns and looks at Drion. A fierce heart, full of fury, passion, anger.
Drion quirks a brow.
And looks at Bonsai. That one's heart is fiery. Do you claim warden over him?
In this domain, I do. And all good forests and all healthy forests require a little fire every now and then.
The
I'm
sentinel,
gonna pick a fight inside a giant fucking tree.
sentinel nods and gestures you all inside. Be at peace within the heart of Sika.
It's good, because I don't have energy for anything but peace right now.
I'm gonna say a little piece would be a nice, nice for a change.
Drion like opens his hands in front of him and they're just like covered in Raven Queen blood or something.
One moment. As you all step through into the light, into a quiet grove beyond, piece of this area sets even the most fiery warrior's heart at ease, and the tranquil, warm breeze that flows through the trees is calming. There is a distinct smell of cherries on the warm breeze. Ripe and plump, but you look around and you don't see any. Within the intertwined roots of the trees within this grove, there are pots or buckets, containers of some bright blue fluid that roils around like liquid sapphires within. Around the central area, as this music gets really loud, petrified, still as statues, arboreans surround a massive central gate. In the center of the gate, a large, giant size. She is a huge creature. Dryad in appearance. She has a tight, form-fitting wooden armor, very similar to Bonsai. And her head is rather than hair, is a crown of cherry petals and cherry blossoms, all around a massive branch that surrounds her head like a crown. Her skin is wooden and textured, and she is a powerful-looking figure. Her legs descend into roots that sink into the ground. Her eyes are closed, and she is not moving. Around her, more Arborians are visibly more petrified, still as statues, the color and saturation mostly gone from their wooden skin. They've taken on a more stone-like form. The gate that Sika is currently encapsulated in is surrounded by brightly glowing blue runes. What do you do?
Assuming there's no feeling like anything negative is happening or we're stepping on traps or anything, Bonsai is going to step forward and keep walking unless something happens out of the ordinary.
Sorry, is Sika in the middle? Does she look like she's awake, like conscious, or does she look like she's similarly?
Her eyes are closed, but
Makes you wonder how those things outside got the jump on them.
I don't think they got the jump on them. I think they came here to hide from something else, right? The slow. And then the ravens tried to find them.
I don't fully understand everything going on when it comes to magic, but I would think they'd just be able to walk outside the tree and kick the shit out of that oversized bird.
Perhaps, unless they're hiding from the sickness that afflicted them. Perhaps if they leave this place, they would die.
Drian walks up and begins intently studying one of the petrified Arborians.
what do you do? As you look the Arborian up and down, Drian, it reminds you of certain places in Feronia where the forests have died for so long that the bark has turned to stone. And the trees end up still being beautiful, but their branches no longer sway in the wind. They sit stone-like, a statue of themselves. Drian, make me an insight check.
Alright. It's tree.
It's these Feronian, at least the Feronian petrified trees and the petrified cactus, well, they don't come back. They are just rocks.
Drian, after staring at it for a moment, guess they're just done, huh?
Suppose that could also be the case.
Drian shrugs and walks up behind Bonsai. So, what is this? And he points to Sika.
They appear to be a bigger version of me.
Huh.
They all look
Weird
kind.
place.
They all look like a slightly bigger version of you, though, Bonsai.
That's true, but this one is not like the others. And Bonsai's like, eyes have not left Sika, or the World Tree Sika, since entering this room. So just taking in the Petrified Arborea and the gate, everything else around here is just out of peripheral, like lock on full time. So, yeah. Bonsai's trying to get the sense, like, do they feel like they should kneel, like they should bow, like they should say some sort of words? Do they get any sort of sense?
Honestly, the feeling in your heart is like seeing your mother, who you thought was long dead or perhaps sick. But as you look at Sika in your unblinking gaze, you see some lesions on her beautiful wooden skin. Some places where it looks like it's been eaten away or rotted in points. She still is very lovely, but some places of her armor have visible, almost insect-like bored holes in them. And you swear you see some semblance of blue light simmering underneath her skin.
All right, this is something that we should probably have checked about before. There's an optional class feature for Paladin, apparently, called Harness Divine Power. That allows me to change one of my channel divinities into an actual spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you would allow?
Sure.
Cool. So Bonsai changes their channel divinity into a regular spell slot and is going to cast their innate spell of shoot, what's it called? Goodberry, of course. To blossom 10 extra good berries, because we used the rest of them to summon Saithis originally many sessions ago. And for each of these good berries, Bonsai is going to basically mash them up into a paste, and in each of the lesions just try to spread them out, hoping that just the extra nutrition and healing might reverse some of the rot or disease in each of these lesions. So just the 10 most glaring ones, Bonsai is going to try to open up and disinfect and heal in whatever way is possible.
Bonsai gets to work busily mashing the good berries into Sika's wounds.
Lovingly.
Loving.
Very loving.
Dude, I have a wound there.
Like that scene in oh, I forget, never mind. Ignore it.
Brian takes out his playing cards and begins thumbing through them, unclear what he's really doing.
After a moment, Bonsai, you see the juice of the good berries is actually soaking into Sika. And there is a snap, like the sound of someone stepping on a branch. And when you look up, Sika's eyes are opening very slightly.
Don't rush. Take your time.
Hi. You hear the faint and pained voice of Sika as she opens her eyes to look at you. Her eyes are wooden, her sclera is textured like wooden spheres, but her irises are bright cherry blossoms as they gaze down at you. The color of her blossoms is dimmed, though, slightly, and a couple of them fall off and turn green before they, and turn a bluish hue before they hit the ground. With a crack, Sika begins to move very slightly. But her feet, her roots are sunk deep into the dais she's standing on.
What hurts? What can we do to help?
You have done. You. Who is this? Be.
Bonsai once again just tells the full story from gaining consciousness back in Maginox and up until now, mostly focusing on Bonsai's actions and the things that happen around them.
As that happens, Drion holds up a selection of cards and offers them to Rain to choose one.
Rain kind of absent-mindedly grabs one. What's an Noyotron?
Oh, no, you don't want that one. Put it back.
Oh,
Okay.
hello. It's a Noyo troop now. After the retelling of the story, Sika is quiet, and she brings her arms down towards Bonsai and bends down a little bit. She looks like she is trying to embrace Bonsai. Come here.
Bonsai's quick to mirror it.
Come to me, my sweet child. Your mind scattered. Let me remind you our purpose and why. Inward. Her hands, like the viney tendrils, the mycelium, but more finger-like, extend towards you, Bonsai, and gently caress your face. And without having to touch your heart immediately, memories begin to pour into your head. You see in your mind's eye first the inside of the world tree of Sika. The room you just left, lined with teal lines, are all ley lines that extend from Sika deep into the earth, and the roots that bind everything together to bind entities like Arctis and Tiamat. The Arborians, or at least what is considered to be these world tree people, are essentially cosmic travelers. Their seeds, carried on cosmic winds, land on various planets, and their ability to take root and become world trees within those planets. The roots they provide allow the distribution of magic, acting as ley lines for that planet. Whatever magic or elemental powers those planets have to offer, the world trees facilitate. But their roots do not just span the worlds that they are on. The world trees are all connected in some form or fashion. As the world trees take root within any planet after they have flown across the cosmos, you might wonder how they fly across the cosmos, you ask. And you see the were-ravens in your head, these massive ravens that look like galaxies, their wings as black as the deepest part of space, dotted with stars. You see them sailing through the cosmos. And in their talons clutched a single world tree seed. The were-ravens, navigators of the cosmos, mappers of the spaces between stars, and unerringly deliver these world tree seeds to the planets that necessarily or may need them the most. And they grow and offer life and protection, and the chance to thrive and survive, and the Arborians that are born there from each world tree that makes its seeds tend to lean towards being defenders of these ley lines, or having strong feelings about defending the planets that they are born upon, as the world trees that they have sprouted from are progenitors of life. The world trees themselves, as I mentioned, their roots span not just the planets, but across the cosmos and between the walls of worlds, holding everything together, but also allowing for the passing of magic between those roots that these world trees dip in. You see, in your mind, roots diving into the earth, going into elemental planes, farther beyond Arctis, dipping their roots into the fiery lands of the elemental plane of fire, or quenching themselves into the elemental plane of water, and the ley lines that are created from these roots pull up this elemental energy and help disseminate across the planets. So the world trees end up being these, the way, like the veins of the world, how the roots suck up the energies from the various planes that surround it and give it to whatever planet they are on. And so life is proliferated across the cosmos, and magic is used across the cosmos, much in part from the world trees spread by the cosmic wall between world traveling ravens. The roots not just reach the elemental planes, but also go into the ethereal planes, connect with spirits. And the roots also descend into the darker planes, connecting even outliers like the 9 hells. As the world trees hold everything together, they do not necessarily discriminate where their roots tap into, as each source of power can provide a new potential for life. Within Arctis, another memory floods your head. You see a gate, much like this one, but surrounded by the ascended gods of the past. They have completed a ritual and sealed something away, sealing Arctis itself away from outside influence, including the influences of Tiamat. But in your head, this has caused the roots of the world trees to become choked, trapped, like a large plant in a pot that is too small. And as Sika and the other trees become more root-bound, their extensions into the other planes are much more limited in the places that people can travel on via the ley lines are, too, much more limited, as the Ascended did not seem to understand that sequestering Arctis inside its own tiny pot is not necessarily good for the health of the world. So as the roots struggle for any sort of nourishment they can find within the planet, extending into the elemental planes and the ethereal planes, the roots suddenly found a source of corruption. And you have come to know this as the Slow. What the mortals perceive as Tessapocanis raising a city to destroy a settlement, powerful necromancers bent on destroying Arctis, seems to be perceived as a festering bite of a massive, powerful dragon that managed to sink a single fang into the hide of its child. The poison, or the corruption that lingers within Arctis via this wound that has been opened up by an essence of chaos, is what Sika seems to perceive Tiamat as. Pure, unbridled chaos, the opposite of order, the antithesis of life. And so, as the Arborians detected the corruption of Tiamat, as it had wounded Arctis, and the blood began to fester, the Arborians took it as their duty. Try and soak up the corruption into themselves, to purify it as a tree may do for a land that has been wounded. But as the slow is chaos, it is the unraveling of magic. It is not something that can be easily filtered or controlled like a tree would normally do. And the Arborians that took it upon themselves and managed to purify at least some of the ley lines that dipped into the slow of Arctis are now petrified. Eternal statues, their sacrifice, plain for all to see, as Sika has at least granted them a semblance of preservation, so the slow would not entirely unmake them. The Arborians now that took as much of the slow, Arctis's poison, into themselves are now, well, in order to not be corrupted themselves, Sika had extracted them from Arctis, and knowing the full extent and power of the slow, would understand that the were-ravens that accompanied them would be not just very, would not be incredibly affected by would be incredibly affected by the slow's magic, but their ability to traverse and cross the plains, and to follow unerringly the routes of the ley lines, well, it is not a knowledge that they could have die with them. Sika had essentially spared the were-ravens that wished to sequester themselves off from the world in order to try and purify it. But Sika understands that they might be able to cleanse the slow, but as a tree works, it would take very, very, very long time to do so. Much longer than, well, any of your lives would be 100 times over. After imparting this knowledge to you, she removes her hands from the sides of your head and gives you a warm and motherly smile. Do you understand now?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I have let cut off from the rest of you. you have managed not only be touched, but you have grown from it. You have flourished. I believe hope for our people battle Tiamat's corruption.
I'll do more than that, I swear it. I'll battle Tiamat herself and take her down.
Sika looks up slowly at Drion and Rain, and then back down at Bonsai. Sorry that I cannot return to Arctis, sweet. Till that of the slow is gone, we will continue diligently our duty to purify the land. Sorry. Long time in the eyes of your friends.
I think they'll understand, or at least their descendants will. But permit me one question. Is the ice library something that should be avoided, or are we the right ones to gain access to it?
The Ice Knight will answer the question. Those that are worthy and ask of it. If you are able, will be so.
Bonsai slowly nods.
Way to cure this will be locked inside the memory of that preserves all. Sika is referring to Arctis.
Naturally.
What else is on your mind?
Rest. I feel like I may have overexerted myself, and I need to process.
You may all sleep in my grove. You will wake. There will be no danger.
Is the rest of the party able to hear this, or is this just like a
You
telepathic
you can hear her talk.
Oh, I feel like a dick. I'm just like, look at my spider.
She's
thought
just
this was
talking to like quietly to Bonsai.
Yeah, my bad. I thought this was like in their heads.
Ask her about where the living were-ravens are, Bonsai. That's what we came here for.
Bonsai turns and like looks at you and like tilts their head a little sideways, like, she can hear you too. Why don't you ask?
Well, because she's your mom or whatever.
Hello,
Trying to be polite.
Starling. May I?
Well, good greetings, good morning, whatever this may be. We came here originally to find the were-ravens. You mentioned that you saved some? Because all the ones out there are proper shitheads.
There were many ravens sat with me. Some enraged. Let corrupt them as the wound covers Arctis. The others taken wing. Cosmos search for other worlds. Seek the remaining.
Well, honestly, we came looking for ancient pacts between the Arborians and the Seelie court of these lands. Something that we could invoke for a favor amongst a certain Seelie lord who. Well, there's no point in keeping any secrets. I think Bonsai's caught you mostly up to speed. Has the remaining piece that we need to access the ice library and is not probably keen on parting with it. We would rather avoid violence if we could. And invoking some ancient pact seemed like the correct way of doing things in that particular court. Bonsai, being an Arborian, could do so.
The Arborians once lived amongst the Fae of harmony. They housed themselves within our branches, and the Arborian protected the sacred grove from anything. Fae of the corn ask, fear, not understand the gravity of their situation. After a moment, Sika slowly, brings her hand up to her head, and she grabs one of her branches. And you just hear, that's like a snap and a rip as she pulls the horn from her head. She does not grimace or wince, and she stares at Bonsai while she does this, and a stream of thick, pink sap runs down the side of her face from the very visible wound. And she hands this cherry blossom laden branch to Bonsai.
Bonsai takes it reverently.
Take this branch to the Lord of Mirth. This will supply him the knowledge of the cosmos as he seeks to find the ultimate pleasure, ultimate amusement. Soon find the enlightened, most discerning. This should put him on the path.
That does sound like a rather Faustian bargain, very ominous.
She smiles very softly, and she looks down at Bonsai. What would you give the man?
A story to end.
Guillotines? Guillotines. Guillotines are good.
She smiles wider. All story must have an end, even for the mirthful who wish to live his way in perpetual amusement. Let the gravity of responsibility fill his mind and be blessed with expansive knowledge of the cosmos.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be off color here, but we were talking about the Mercurial Lord, not Flix.
Sika smiles at you, and she hands you her dripping branch. It shrinks down to a much more manageable size. Almost looks like a cherry blossom laden wand in your hands.
Bonsai like uses one of their like outcropping branches to like a green branch and wraps around it, so it just kind of holds itself to Bonsai.
Sika nods in approval.
Braiding, that was the word I was looking for.
I tire for today. Let us rest in the eternal warm light.
She just gestures everybody around. She means Drion and Renrain. It's nap time. It's nap time with mommy.
This place is fucking weird.
They pulls up a nice, comfy little patch of grass.
Drion takes a seat against one of these stone arches, things, bridges, something.
Now, little ones, do not be afraid. Sleep under my branches. I shall provide the most peaceful.
Oh, like she wants us closer?
She does.
Oh, okay.
She just gestures around her massive tree skirt, intertwining with roots, and she has like little bed-sized like nests in her roots. She gestures. She gives one to Bonsai and one to Rain, and there's even a little covered nest for Drion if he wants to be undies.
Flix has just had a complete stroke.
Flix is just like passed out on a tree branch.
This short circuits the fairy. She said responsibility, so he melted.
Arborians are possibly some of the most responsible fae that we could ever conceive of. But for now, that is where we will end today's session, as you all take a much-needed rest under Sika's branches. Bonsai has learned of his place in the universe, and you have learned that the world tree seeds are meant to grow ley lines that connect the realms and the planes together, regardless of where those planes might be. And as the trees are connected, well, that could lead to trouble down the line. But until then, the Arborians have taken the threat and corruption of the slow into themselves and tried to purify it, and thus shutting themselves off from the world. The were-ravens, being magical creatures, do not have the ability to purify the slow. And the Arborians did not want the were-ravens to sacrifice themselves needlessly out of some semblance of honor, and thus shut themselves away even from their once trusted messenger guardians. Rain, do you recognize this map?
Do I recognize this map?
Mm-hmm.
Should I?
Mm-hmm. It's been about 2 years since you've seen this map.
I don't. Was it from Werewolf?
It's from Flix's flashback. When the Six Ascended sealed off Arctis from the world.
I don't think I ever actually got to see that because you pulled Flix to it. I don't think anybody else got to see it.
So this is the same map. And those are connected.
Yeah, this is incredibly beautiful. Did you make this, or did you get it from somewhere?
No, this is made by CZ Peku Animated Maps. I had their still version, and specifically for this session, I wanted the animated version, so I got the animated version of it, and I really like it. So
Yeah,
That is
very,
really
very
nice
worth.
map.
Like I at first when he came in, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Christina had like blue little lights, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's shining out in the shape of the rune from every single one of them."
Yeah, it's a hella dope map. Like the
Yeah, it's a very
trees
cool map.
swaying, like it's fucking awesome.
yeah, I just wanted something
I want it on my
particularly
wall.
special for this. So, yeah, these guys do great work. I use a lot of their maps. Love their maps.
It's really good. By the way, if since Sika was actually talking aloud or speaking aloud, Durian basically went from knowing literally that like Feronia existed to Maginox also existed to, by the way, there's like basically Thanos and Slow. So his worldview was like literally like, oh, cool. There's a place with sand. There's a place with vampires, and now there's like fucking like world traveling space ravens.
I'm sorry, it's interstellar traveling ravens that deliver cosmic trees to planets to see.
Bro,
and
man's
then
got an 8 intelligence. He ain't trying to hear all that.
You've hung out with Doctor Strange now for 2 days,
Yeah,
and your
yeah.
mind has exploded.
No, literally, this is like Drion Quantumania at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my turn though to RP Flicks. Do we level? Do we level? Do we level? Do we level?
I was thinking of a way to work that in, but I wasn't sure how to work it in.
Well, see, you guys both got to do a little bit of a Flicks RP. I didn't get to do it, so I felt I had to.
This is definitely a major milestone. So before next session, I'll have you all leveled to 14.
I was just bullshitting,
Okay,
but fuck
yeah,
yeah.
I will allow it. I will.
I was assuming we were
definitely allow
capped at
it.
13 until we fight a dragon.
I was
No.
actually gonna try to barter for like some sick ass spear made of like a cool tree from here as well. Do I just do that on the side?
we can try to do that next session.
Okay.
Whittle one of the petrified arborians.
I was gonna say,
There's gotta
Drion
be
just walks up
ironwood
to
in
one of
here
them and like
somewhere.
he just walks up to one of the petrified arborians and like rips off their arms. He's like, yeah, that'll do.
They're
Oh
not
my
gonna need that.
god.
And then like
They're dead.
they're not coming back. We have this wood at home. It's dead. Make peace with that.
I say now that you get into like the cosmic portions of the campaign, yeah, you definitely deserve a level up.
Nice. Collect some infinity stones. Good night, friends.
All right.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
All right, thanks, Christina. Good
Thank
game,
you
everybody.
guys. Have a good night, everybody. And that's it for Ascended today. Whoa. Thanks for watching. Hope you all liked the session. Major plot stuff happening at the end of that combat. We just recently upgraded to Foundry version 11, and a lot of stuff wasn't really working properly, so apologies if things were a little slow today. I had about 4 seconds between every action clicking on anything on the board. Misery. Pure misery. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch our VODs and catch up on the lore over at Arctis DD on YouTube. You can watch our shorts and funny moments, best stuff from each session, over on Twitter and TikTok. And I'm Zarina. Hey. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.